Welcome to the Channel Nation, I'm Jaden Chase, and these are some of the top stories making headlines today. Now, reggae royalty has stepped forward to blast the Prime Minister and the administration in power over agreements made with international authorities that could see Jamaican citizens being forced to comply with rules and regulations set by the World Health. Now, Budjuli talked about this already, and it seems as if the rest of the reggae community is finally waking up. People with a voice, people with a platform. Me and me couldn't hear what I want, and then we'll continue the reasoning nation. Look and listen.
Yeah, we're supposed to talk about friends, because friends are tonight, the 21st, but bigger things, the 22nd. The government, no matter where they plan to sell out the people them sovereignty to the world under this. If we sell out Jamaican people them freedom and sovereignty, the people them are going to hang on the year, the people them are going to crucify, Me are going to read the text to the people them that they can't understand. Me just read it. And big up Tanya Stevens for always there on the front line, always there on the firing line. Yeah, you're a real heroine, and you are the real nanny in our time. Yeah? And it goes like this. I know some of you think that no, all is perfect and we are open. Some of you are giving the thumbs up because you genuinely believe the government has returned us to normal. However, quarantine procedures, digital prison using quarantine apps, eventually WEF and the WHO will control food supply, which is why they are allowing the war that destroys the wheat supply.
Yes, nation, and now let's continue reason. Now, if these documents have truly been signed, the people are stating that this is an act that has been committed behind their backs. This was not something that the public decided. And we know what elected officials are going to state. This was done in the best interest of the people. But people are now saying it is full time for elected officials to stop state that things and legislation being signed and passed into law are for the people without being consulted by the people. Recently, we hear public sector workers forward out and say a full time for the government stop make decisions and tell them say in them best interests, freezing their wages and tell them say boy, because we are planning for do something better for you in the future. And we say was it the airports are almost closed completely. We see what going with the Water Commission, and we see what going up at NHT. Now again, the people are also stating that despite what going with crime and violence, there is again a shift of focus. And even though numerous weapons have been recovered by law enforcement, we have to continue to big up the hard-working men and women too within law enforcement, because them are go through them own wage situation with the government as well. Just that them decide not to strike. And for big up and pay respects to the hard-working men and women within law enforcement. So numerous weapons have been recovered, but crime and violence is still a major issue. And we'll see less and less focus from the administration in power when it pertains to issues that were talked about on the campaign trail. And people still find it strange that a party that made crime and violence and certain major issues the forefront of their campaign have switched focus and have made other issues their primary focus. The people are saying that it is full time for the people to be included in the discussion when these situations impact every citizen and their daily lives. When we see issues that take place in security, when we see issues that take place and they must say crime and violence, are the people we see the state call upon. These numerous weapons that have been recovered by the JCF, it has been based on information given to them by the people. So why is it that when issues like lockdown and the way this will impact the economy going forward for every citizen residing or returning or planning to return to the island, when everything else are going, them ask for the people's help? So why when these major decisions are being made, the people are saying that happen behind their back? We have to hear through other countries who something happen, and then documents are leaked pointing out all the countries who have been a part of certain situations, and then look, we see the country name on the list. Nobody not followed out and talk to the people about it. We saw what take place with the teachers. Them still now followed out and talk about it. Them say that in other sectors. Them now followed out and talk about it. I thought the people have a problem with it. That is why there's a lack of trust for the system. Because people, and based on situations that take place, you can't say them wrong now when them point to certain facts. But it's as if the state have a hidden agenda from the people, and that will create distrust. It was one thing when people were saying elected officials were crooked, and I try to rob the country. I try to get rich, quote unquote. But it's a different scenario when people are saying that there's a hidden agenda being played. And when I say that the airports are owned by international conglomerates, when I see them talk about tourism and the fact that tourism within itself, the hotel industry, and a large percentage of Jamaica, or Jamaica's hotel industry, is owned by international conglomerates. That's why I hear people say, yo, them sell out the country. Opportunities are made available for international individuals and businesses based on the fact that they must say they want foreign investment. And these opportunities are not given to citizens. How will the country thrive and continue to create new jobs if entrepreneurs are unable to create big businesses? Think about it. We'll talk about the inner city. And we'll talk about the youth that just left school. A call center and the few wholesales and supermarkets, electronic stores and things of this nature, and the fast food restaurants are provide employment for these youths. You know? It's not the government. The government provide employment for them. Maybe job opportunities, but not direct employment. We're going to need more entrepreneurs to create more big businesses. I saw alone where I can employ the masses. Where we're going to put them for work then? You provide me another solution. Tell me somewhere else what we can do to create jobs for these individuals. If it's not through creating more businesses, more factories, and get the production level at a certain level where we can afford to import the material needed to create whatever we are create and then export it. Whether it's across the Caribbean or across the wider world. Tell me something else out there. If you think about it, the call center industry caters to the world, international companies, and the different things that a customer agent or a customer service agent can do to provide service to a customer. I know it's diverse. You go from troubleshooting problems to actually even making orders. People call you, you put in an order for your company, them things them get delivered. Until the government start invest in this area. And it's simple. The investment into Jamaicans becoming more powerful entrepreneurs is simple. Are they have money the government need to invest? They just need to make it easier for people to import and export. Spend the money there on screening what the people might import and export. That's what me say. Spend the money by making sure so they might import and export the right things. But make it easier for them to do it. All them talk about foreign investment. International companies realize even when you're forwarding, because you have the dollars and because you're considered as foreign investment, even when you're bringing certain things, there's also some other situations we have to go through because of the crooked nature of doing business on the island. And the fact you have to pay for this, and then pay for that, then pay for this, and then pay for that, and still pay for them again. Talk to me, nation. Tell me you feel like the solution going forward. And the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours are for to live, love, and prosper. Click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and of course put up on all. And this is how you know you'll be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you. Until the reason again, live, love, and prosper. Stay tuned.